I usually don't use that word proud, but yeah, I'm happy that I was part of the many PeopleSoft ERP upgrade projects and hardware refresh projects for our clients, IFED, UNSCR, WIPO, and UNDP.
As a manager of a technical team, I always push towards equity and fairness, which I believe I managed to achieve after 6 years of effort. So I think changing mentalities is a very slow curve, but it is reachable over time. Why I'm so proud about it? Because I think this is part of the values we have to defend as part of UN staff.
Very proud that I had the opportunity to work with the Brindisi teams. They were not very much in the front line with the customer. They were a bit in the background. And when I started working with them, I was very much into empowering the team because they were doing so much work for the customer. And for me, it was important that the customer knew who had been doing their job, who had been helping them, supporting them, especially with the Umoja deployments.
It's difficult to pick one, but for example, WFP is has missions over the world, worldwide, and it's a very important mission they have. It's about Africa countries, Kampala, Djibouti, Gambia, South Sudan. Work that we are proud of and sharing is not just Skype or Teams or was something like that. No, we integrated this Skype for Business, this telephony, these Teams with walkie-talkies in the field offices. So you have the military and the people bringing food to in helicopter because you have no roads to arrive there, and they communicate with the radios, and we were integrated these with our systems, and they were able to speak with the people in Rome on the main bases. So that was a big achievement for us and was something new that we never tried before. And this was at about 2015. But we were proud because they were very happy because we gave them conditions to achieve their goals.
I have heavily contributed to the now Valencia office and the Entebbe support office, from inception to the design and to its implementation. Where it is at now is actually part of the original initiatives that was driven by DFS. Today they are excellent center of excellences, but it has come a long way, and I was very proud to be part of that team that built it up.
To paint a concrete picture and scenario of our successes, to be in New York and work with colleagues around the globe and to be part of sharing the stories on how UNICC can provide value to its 70 clients and accelerate the SDGs.
While our work seems to be quite invisible most of the times, we are very visible for the rest of our colleagues. We are, in general, very easily reachable, good communicators, problem solvers, and helpers in general. As I read some time ago in an article from the New Special magazine, admin assistants are corporate MacGyvers. I think our wide knowledge of the organization and the work environment, together with the abilities we develop as part of the task we are responsible for, make us a key player within the organization. And I'm proud of always being available and helpful for any colleague that may need my assistance.
Work with Common Secure team. It's such a blessing to work with these guys. And another thing is wide acceptance of the Common Secure service, which is the most widely accepted service as of now, with 30 agencies on board.
Since the very beginning, I've been involved in different internal projects, while in the last year, our learning services offer has widened a lot. So I've been involved also in many projects with customers. And I'm also proud of the very good feedbacks we received from the customers, which make the UNICC successive as part of my own success as well.
What makes me proud of, working at ICC is not really, what we have achieved, of how accounts have grown, or how many business we have sold. What always makes me proud is that I can show to my clients, because I have a lot of interaction with my clients, that can show to them that we have capabilities, that we have nice people behind the scenes, you know, that work as partners, not as sort of commercial tigers, but as partners, and that deliver services.
There's a few things that I'm really proud of about my experience working at UNICC so far. But one of the things that I'm really honored to do is to participate in the Agile team. And I'm honored to do so because I think it's an interesting vehicle by which to learn ICC, participate in the journey of transformation, and get to know so many peers and how they feel working at ICC. And I think having such a high level view of what's happening at ICC and then taking it down to the micro view of what's happening with each individual person and their experience working at ICC. It's a very advantageous place for me to learn the identity and the sentiment of ICC that helps me convey that better to my clients and to the partners that I work with, both from the transformational state and also from the value proposition state for what makes ICC special.
If there's one thing that I'm proud is not what I have done in ICC, but is the opportunity to work with hardworking and talented people in my team and ICC as a whole. I can say that my team is my best jewel and pride at ICC.
Being mostly focused on the management of consultancy contract, I'm quite happy to have been able to participate actively to recruitment process and to see today a lot of those people still being with us, either still as consultant or as staff, or maybe with some different evolution in their career path. And I'm just glad that I like the human side of my work, so that's really part of what I like the most.
To keep going for 50 years on that basis is quite extraordinary, I think. There are very few organizations in IT anywhere that have been running for 50 years without major change or merger or failure or rebranding or renaming. So the continuity of that 50-year lifespan, I know the technology has evolved, but the way of operating has stood the test of time.
Yes, sometimes we forget about it, but when I share with my colleagues, my friends, I'm working for the UN, they say, wow, how lucky you are. So we need to be proud.